Good evening, everybody. My name is Stan the Man, and you have tuned into the Sullivan Report. Good evening. My name is Stan the Man, and this is the Sullivan Report. Today we're going to talk about Johnny Holman. He's a 62-year-old grandfather, I presume, who is no longer with us. Reason being, he was tased to death by, you guessed it, police officer. I'm gonna play a short video for you, and we're gonna come back and talk about it. I'm almost ready. Bear with me.
"62-year-old father dies because he disputed a traffic ticket. They decided to taser him, which led to his death." Put up the picture full mass. It's a hell of a story. Mr. Johnny Holman was 62 years old. He got into an argument with an Atlanta police officer over a minor traffic accident this month. Late on the evening of August 10th, Officer Kyron Kimbrough responded to the scene of the accident at the intersection of Cunningham Place and Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard.
You know what? I think once an individual put on that uniform, something about his character changes. You know, not all people, but a lot of the people that adorn those uniforms, they change. They become a person that think that they're better than the average person. That they're above reproach. You know, that they can do anything that they want to do to you. And that's not right.
It was late at night. Kimbrough found Johnny Holman at fault for the incident and started to issue a traffic citation. The situation escalated when Holman, according to the police, became agitated and uncooperative. Let me just pause on that. Keep the graphic up. I just want to bring that to your attention. Being agitated and uncooperative is not a criminal statute. It's not against the law. Kimbrough struggled with Holman for several minutes before using a taser on him and handcuffing him with the aid of some of the witnesses. At that point, Mr. Holman became completely unresponsive, and an ambulance was called to the scene. He's a 62-year-old man. He was rushed to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. Now put up the picture of the cop again. Police officers are taught some things in the academy. They're taught de-escalation. They're taught basically, listen, if a person is up in age, there are particular moves or weapons you do not use against them unless it is absolutely necessary in order to save your life or to save the life of someone else. He abandoned that training. He abandoned those principles. But here's the reality of it. You don't need that training to have the principle to know that you don't do that to your elders. Put up the attorney. We actually had Attorney Davis on our program just a few days ago. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports that the family's attorney, Attorney Davis, says his firm has now seen the video of the encounter recorded by witnesses, although he did not describe in detail what the recording depicted. The fact he took the case is all the description that I need. Davis is calling for the APD to release the full body cam video from the scene. Davis spoke to reporters at a news conference on Friday, August 18th, also decried what he called character assassination of Mr. Holman after police said the church deacon's impounded truck contained a gun, 9 bags of marijuana, and a scale, among other items. That's according to them. The attorney, who said the truck was shared by family members and none of the contraband belonged to Holman, said, "Our hope is that he can, like other folks, be a victim and not have to be character assassinated. We need to reach a point in America where Black people can just be victims." The Georgia Bureau of Investigation, they are also now investigating the officer involved. This story is going to continue to develop. Obviously, we will bring you those developments as they come. Sharing thoughts here.
So now the 62-year-old is a magical Negro,
right,
with superhuman strength, right? Nobody cares about the marijuana if that was really in the vehicle, and nobody cares about the gun in Georgia. This is despicable, and it's more proof that once you put on that uniform, all too often, you act like you're somebody's daddy.
Yeah. And
Disgusting.
the insanity of them even mentioning he has a gun. It's constitutional to have a gun. You all brag about people being able to bear arms. All of a sudden, a gun that he had no access to at the moment becomes an issue for why a cop killed him. Hell up out of here. It's insane.
Yes, it is. It's insane to even think that you have to, justify your weapons these days because it's legal to carry guns in these United States. And it was a minor traffic offense that cost this man his life. I mean, that police officer became judge, jury, and executioner. It's unbelievable. We should, we should erect a wall and put on that wall all of the names of people that's been killed by law enforcement. Starting when the slave patrols patrolled these United States. Yes, go back to where it all began. And if at all possible, document Black men and women and children that's been killed by law enforcement. I really don't even want to call it law enforcement because a lot of times they're not enforcing the law. They're doing what they wanted to do because of their uniform. Lord knows if they didn't have the uniform on, they wouldn't act as nearly as as brave as they act. I mean, you know, a son or daughter or wife, a brother, a sister lost this person to stupidness. It's unbelievable how we keep getting killed in 2023. When will it stop? When will it end? Those are my thoughts. My name is Stan the Man, and this has been Real Talk. Johnny Hardiman, may you rest in peace. Good night, everybody.